Ja, moin moin und herzlich willkommen zu einem weiteren Video der Firma Jürs GmbH, der Kollisionsspezialist. Mein Name ist Michael Scharnberg, das ist Vanja.
Hi.
Dein Nachname, Vanja?
Katic.
Katic von der EV. Ja, guck mal hier, ich bin nämlich gar nicht mehr Jürs. Warte mal, ich kann mich auch ein bisschen nackig machen, ich zeige das mal.
Okay.
Ja. An dieser Stelle wollen wir ein Interview führen, was ich selber nicht führen kann, weil ich einfach zu doof bin, Englisch zu können. Und deswegen möchte ich jemanden bitten, dieses Interview zu führen. Es geht heute hier um Akkureparatur, um Drive-Unit-Reparatur, um Charger-Reparatur und um die Werbung von Werkstätten, die Workshops hier in der EV Clinik in Kroatien buchen können. Und es geht im Allgemeinen um Elektromobilität, Tesla-Zellen, Golf, VW, Hyundai, allgemein Informationen zum Supercharging und so weiter und so fort. Ein spannendes Interview auf Englisch. Ich kann es nicht und deswegen komm mal her, führt euch der David. Moin.
Moin.
Thank you very much, Michael, for inviting myself. My name is David Gray. I'm from near Hamburg, Germany, and I drive a Tesla right now since 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
And
Which one?
a P85. P85.
Oh, okay.
Built December 2014.
Yeah.
And
This one.
Sorry?
This one.
Can I have that one?
Yeah.
No, I traveled to you for first step repairing the battery of Michael's Tesla Model S 85.
Yeah.
And first of all, how did you realize that that is something I want to do? How do you connect to e-mobility?
I started on powertrain repairs on ICE cars, something around 2009, and I was already schooled to repair any electronics. I finished the school for robotics and I was already ready to repair anything. And at 2019, I started to work with my friends, like hobby, to repair ICE cars with different problems. ICE cars, diesel, benzene, petrol, for ECU repairs, Störgerätreparatur. And from 2009 to 2018, I was constantly working and refurbishing electronics from those cars. Then from the beginning of e-mobility, something around 2010 or 2011, I have seen my first Tesla Roadster, and in that time I was sure this is the future. This is what we need.
Really?
But I didn't have money to buy one because I always, when I wanted to research something, I never researched someone else's car.
Okay.
You understand? Because it's not my car. I cannot do whatever I want.
Okay.
To test something, to refurbish something, to improve something. And I always wanted to buy any type of electric car so I can investigate what is inside. Is it possible to refurbish? Is it possible to repair? What parts are inside? And would I be able to repair something like this? And my dream came true in 2018. I was ready. I have money to buy one Model S with 200,000 kilometers with few defects, and I bought it for the first time, and I bought with the focus to disassemble complete car so I could research and investigate what Tesla uses inside the drive unit, inside the battery pack.
So you took a bunch of money in your own hands, buying a Tesla Model S. That
from picture. I never saw one Model S on the road.
You've never seen a Model S before on the road?
No.
Okay, and then you thought that technique that I can repair. You thought. What is inside that
let's
car?
say I improved myself over the years on ICE cars, and it started to getting me boring. I was so bored with those cars and repairs and doing the same thing all the days. DPF defects, E-gear defects, Steuergerät defects. Then I was ready, okay, I need to move on. If I need to repair the, airplanes, I will start doing that job, you understand? I needed to move on with my life and with my profession. And I choose to go with the electric cars. And the first step is, if you want to research something, you must own it first.
You have to have it.
Yes, and I buy the complete new second-hand Tesla for the first time.
Was it running at that time? Or
yes,
was it completely
broke? It's with some small defects. And I disassembled everything. MCU, IC. Completely, everything. Parking brake, MCU.
So you didn't buy it to drive it? You bought it for
research. Yes. It was my risk. I told to my wife, to my friends, I will risk 40,000 euros because I need to know something new. I want to learn something new. And I gambled on 40,000 euro just to check, is it true that Tesla is the best?
And in that moment, the passion begins,
yes.
Right?
Yes. Then I started investing in tools, for example, for MCU, MMC repair. I was the first one. I invested something around 8,000 euro for automated MMC removal and soldering. I was the first one who invested a lot of money in that business. And there was some guy in Bulgaria, there was some guy in Sweden, but I think I was the first one in Europe doing that. That was my first step of refurbishing something real on the car.
Which year was it again? Sorry?
2018.
2018. That's the time you began repairing, or analyzing and building up your own experience in repairing
my own car.
Your own car, a Tesla Model S.
Yes.
75.
And I didn't promote myself in the first year because I didn't want to make the mistakes. Yeah. If I going to make any mistake, I want to make it on my own car.
So you were.
So I wanted to build experience first. I didn't promote myself. I waited 1 year, and when I see that I was ready, I moved on. Then I started promoting myself. I was doing a dual job. I was still repairing diesel cars, petrol cars.
To have money for
lunch I needed the money for equipment, tools, and everything. Then. In the next step, I was ready to research the battery pack. There is I cannot reveal the names, but I had a lot of help of professional people. And I think the biggest moonshot for me in this business was engineers from Rimac Automobili. I had access to for a lot of battery secrets from them. And without them, I think I would get here. I would get here without them, but I got here faster with them.
So they promoted you.
Not promoted, but unofficially. I got a lot of info about cells, about charging, about everything, how to repair it, how to weld it.
And then it started that you.
It started accelerated for me because I had a lot of info and I wanted to use it, to try it. You understand?
And then you went into public and said, "Hey, come on, I can repair your Tesla."
Yes, I'm ready. I'm ready for battery pack repair.
And then the first customers came.
Yes, first customers came. We tested with one battery pack. We failed on the first one, and then I took about 3 months to investigate where we did fail. And we made our tool. You've seen it. This is a mix of 2 different tools. One tool is software part is from Jason Hughes from USA. Second tool is from UK. One guy made hardware for solar, for battery pack for solar anlage. And I mixed those 2 tools and we made our tool for diagnostic the blocks on the bench. And
those one there.
yeah.
Okay.
So we made step by researching and development of solutions, and by not just by failing, but we tried to study what could fail without failing.
Okay, and right now you repaired, I think, 60 Tesla
Yeah, 60
batteries?
different battery packs, almost, let's say almost, with different problems.
Back to the repair of Michael's car. It was down with the battery, and then he called you, right? And said, my battery is dead, would you please help me?
Yeah.
And then you organized a transporter?
We have, across Europe, we have 3 or 4 partners for towing, the towing companies to bring the cars here. And one is the biggest, Horvat Automobili. We have deal with them to give us the best price, so we could invite more customers here.
Okay.
Yeah, and they have fixed price for Germany, for Austria, for Czech Republic.
So if someone sees this video and owns a Tesla, and the battery is dead,
Yeah.
or perhaps it's getting bad or dead
Yeah.
anytime, he could call you, or she could call you, and it would arrive then here, and you can repair your car.
Yeah.
Not buying a refurbished one, not buying a new one, you will repair it.
Repair original battery pack.
Okay. Okay. What was broke on Michael's car, what you've repaired since today?
He had few issues. One of the issues was water ingress in the penthouse zone, because he had the AC condition pipe for condensation to get out. It was dripping on the battery pack. This is the first reason, and the second reason is dirty umbrella valve. It's valve for battery pack, so she could breathe out the moisture from inside. And on his battery pack, the front side, all 5 or 6 umbrella valves were so dirty, and the mud was stuck between the valve and the body. So every time he was driving on a rainy day, water was getting inside and dripping on all the cells, wiring, and the B&B electronics. And by the time, let's say, he could drive it like this for many kilometers, for 1,000 or 10,000 kilometers,
and not seeing a failure.
Yeah, if he, for example, if he used a lot of supercharging, maybe this battery wouldn't fail at all, because all the moisture would get out, because cells would heat so much that the moisture will get outside of the battery pack, even if it's leaking inside.
You just said if he would have supercharged more your car, it wouldn't be...
This battery would hold more. I have seen a lot of different battery packs. I have seen one like his with same mileage. The guy had 15 umbrella valves in defect, completely with water ingress in the battery pack, and battery still didn't fail, and electronics didn't fail, and wiring didn't fail, because he was always on the supercharging.
So you just tell us that
every battery pack has issues with the motion inside. For example, Audi e-tron recalled almost all batteries on high 800 volt system, because they had motion inside the battery pack. And every battery pack has same issue. It's cold outside, it's too hot inside, and if you use constantly the AC, if you're driving too slow all the time, and if you are driving slow relations, then your battery cannot heat up enough to push out the moisture from inside the battery pack.
So that's a game changer in my mind.
Yes, it is, but this is not my opinion on something what I think maybe it is possible. This is the real battery data, what we have seen inside workshop. This is something what battery has told me
Yeah.
to tell you. You understand? This cell has never failed. Never.
Never.
There is always moisture problem, isolation problem, water ingress problem.
So
it's really rare to find the problem only on the cells.
So I'm told, or I was told that you are not allowed to charge your car with AC that much. Please charge slow and not from 0 to 100, or you have to load between 20 and 80 on DC. AC? DC?
AC.
The slow one.
Slow one, yeah, AC.
Is that good?
Some time to time maybe it's better for the cell at the end, but does it matter if your battery fails at 100,000 kilometers because of moisture?
No.
Yeah, no, there is no sense.
Okay.
Let's say maybe it's better to risk DC charging, to risk 4% degradation in total between slow charging or fast charging.
Yeah.
But at the end, the cell will not die by the fast charging. It will die by water ingress or by the moisture.
How many batteries of Tesla did you repair because of a broken cell?
Only 2 out of 60.
2 out of 60?
Yeah, I had one car from Slovenia, and he had issue with the block 9, and it was really problem only with the one cell. And on that car we changed only one cell. It was a little bit difficult to find in one group of out of 76 cells to find which one is in defect, but I found it.
Okay.
And we have special procedure how to take out only one cell. I never do fuse cut, so we isolate only one cell. That's what people think it's done, but this is only done by this guy in USA. What was his name? He's YouTuber too. Cutting the fuse on the cell is not solution. We never did that.
Okay.
We always change the cell. If there is one cell in defect and we will see self-discharging, we will find it and we will change it. We had only 2 cars with the same problem. As I said, we have special procedure. I cannot tell it publicly, but we are able to change one cell.
And what I do every 2 or 3 months is balancing the car. Means drive down to 0 and then charge slow to 100%. Is that
that's wrong. This is only done if you need range calibration. That means BMS. If you need to change BMS calibration data. Calibration data is the data when the BMS system decides when it's needed to balance the battery pack.
Okay.
Yeah, but you actually don't need this because you're damaging battery with deep discharge. This is deep discharge if you go below 1%. For me, it's deep discharge. In that state, all cells, all type of the cells have high internal resistance. In that case, when you have high resistance in the cell, like Mercedes has with this LiTech on all smart, you have overheating of the cell.
Okay.
When you have overheating the cell, you have a fast degradation cycle inside the cell. So if you want to degrade battery fast, deep discharge it.
Okay.
And then try to charge it. And you don't need you don't need to do that on any EV, because balancing of the battery pack of the cells, all the cells in the battery pack are not done on any system, are not done below 3.6 volt per cell. That means below, if you go below 45%, balancing of the battery pack is not active at all.
Okay.
Balancing is active only above 45% till 100%.
Okay. What is your tip? How empty am I allowed to, or should I drive my battery?
I mean, if you need to go to the 0%, you will go if you need it.
Yeah.
But in a normal situation, driving every day 20 or 50 kilometers, you don't need to go below 15%.
15.
Because in that state, cell is really unstable. It's almost same unstable like if you charge it to 100%.
Okay.
But in the lower state, the cell has the highest resistance,
Okay.
ohm resistance in the cell, and I mean it's not advisable to be there. It's better to be in between, let's say 45 and 95% every time. For example, I charge all my cars. I had 9 or 10 different electric cars, and I made something around 300,000 kilometers, and I tested on few cars different charging strategies.
Yeah.
And what is the response of the cell,
Yeah.
and BMS system, and I seen that I have no issues if I charge my EV till 95%, because there is still a buffer. For example, this cell is made for 4.2 volts, and Tesla uses 4.18 as 100% of charge. That means there is still small buffer on 100%.
Okay.
Even if you charge it 100%, it's not real 100%.
Some people say that Tesla, the architecture of the Tesla batteries,
Yeah.
is too old. We need new stuff. The German industry says that's the wrong type of battery. What is the best battery for EV cars?
That's the best question. The best battery for EV is the one which you can repair.
Okay.
You understand?
Yeah.
It's not important which cell is inside or who produced it, but the best thing what you could find from EV if a battery pack is repairable.
On which one?
And if the parts from the battery pack are available to buy, and German automotive industry is had really bad approach to the customers, because for example on Mercedes-Benz, if you buy EV, you cannot buy any part for battery pack, even the fuse, BMS, and they have a lot of issues with their battery systems, but you cannot buy each part individually. And this is the big problem. For me, that's in my opinion, the worst battery you could buy is the one which you cannot buy the parts and which you cannot repair.
And which one is that?
Again, for example, Nissan Leaf is problem. Old Nissan Leaf. You cannot find the cells. They stopped producing those cells. They degrade too fast, and they do not have any thermal control inside.
Okay.
And I had several owners with those cars with defect batteries on 100,000 kilometers, and it's unrepairable.
What about the Tesla killer? Is the Porsche Taycan. What kind of technology do they have? I know.
I'm not satisfied with their decision, but they choose to use the pouch cell, which is, in my opinion, is the worst one ever produced for any EV, because they put too much cells stacked in one block, and always those cells in the middle gets overheated, overpressured, and damaged too fast.
Okay, so you are able to repair a Tesla battery completely?
Yeah.
Okay, and now today we found out that Michael's engine has a sound that it's not that good.
Yeah.
Can you repair it, or can you?
Yeah, we can repair it. This is one of the worst job in my experience. Is to refurbish the large drive unit. It's really complex because you need to watch on so many little parts, so many little things. It's really complex. It's much more complex to refurbish the drive unit than the battery pack. And what we experienced in EV Clinic, we have more issues and more defect cars with the electric motors than battery pack defects. That means everything what media tells us that battery packs are a problem, it's not true. We have more issues with the driving, with the engines. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
And Europe lags behind USA. We need much more workshops to get there to refurbish all those defects drive units, because in Europe maybe you could have only five workshops who could maybe refurbish or try to refurbish this electric motor. And we have 100,000 cars with this drive unit, which were oil seal, coolant seal fails, because Tesla made it with one lip, and we put with Teflon 3 lips. There is issues with the ball bearings. There is issue with water ingress on the high voltage cable.
So you don't even just repair it, you optimize it.
Yeah, we optimize it. When we cannot see, for example, a lot of customers ask us if we could repair already defective drive unit. Sometimes it is possible to save complete drive unit only if we can save the stator side. But let's say in the first 50% of cases, it's not possible to refurbish the stator side if coolant destroyed all the windings on the stator side. In that case, we were out of solutions, because you cannot go to Tesla to buy only the stator, and we needed a sustainable solution so we could offer the service to our customers. I cannot say to a customer, okay, I can refurbish your drive unit, but your stator failed. Okay, you can go home now. I cannot help you. Then we invested with our partners from Slovenia. We invested a lot of time to design a new stator with improved heat dissipation, with improved wiring inside the windings. Even the protection spray on each wire is much more better quality. So we made this new stator with little bit improved performance on high speed driving. So you have less consumption on high speed. And our goal was just to make the improvements, but to have solution. If you come to me and you say, okay, my driving is broken, I need to have all solutions ready. If you need new stator, I will have it. If you need new rotor, you will have it.
So your goal is to spread your experiences to workshops all over Europe?
Yes, because we do not have so much time to refurbish all the drive units from Europe. It's impossible. We need for 2 men, we need at least 3 days to refurbish one, and I don't have time then for my projects. For ongoing projects to make some new interesting stuff. It's because this is struggling me with so many defect drive units. I do not have time for some other fun jobs here.
And it's now what can you offer for workshops to come to you?
Lot of companies from Europe, from Japan, from Africa, from USA contacted us. What can we offer? That was 1 year ago, and we decided, okay, there is too many cars for us. We will not be without job anyway. So we decided that we must make some kind of academy. Then we started with online trainings, and we tested few different approaches how to train someone. We tried once with a remote training. We prepare all documentations, pictures, images, parts list and everything. We tried to teach someone do and repair something.
To repair it.
Yes, and depends how someone capable is. It's possible, but he will need support. But there is a lot of workshops. They maybe have a passion to learn something new, but it's not possible to teach them anything without coming here. And we invited several teams to test a few different approaches to teach them how to refurbish, for example, the drive unit. One team is coming from Sweden, and we will teach them how to refurbish this drive unit. They have much more problems than us, because there is much more rain, there is much more moisture outside. And there is much more Teslas driving there. So we decided, for us it's not problem to share the knowledge, but we need time to invest for research. It's not problem. For example, sometimes we share some information for free, but sometimes we need investment. I need tools, I need time, and for me to research some new problem, maybe on Kia or on Hyundai or Porsche, I need time to investigate, I need money. So we decided, okay, we will offer trainings for other people, we will invite them, but in my opinion, not too many workshops.
We need more workshops that
didn't hear my voice, because we have increasing number of EVs in Europe, and there will be so many cars that I'm afraid that e-mobility will be jeopardized if we don't have third-party support.
Okay.
We are, let's say let's declare some level of third-party support in Europe between 0 and 100. I think Europe is at the bottom. We are maybe at 4 or 5% of third-party support for the owners out of the warranty.
Okay.
And what is coming in the next years will be even worse, because you don't have technicians in Europe who can repair only the drive unit or battery pack or just Model S one block.
Okay.
You understand?
Yeah.
There is so much need, and I know that a lot of EV owners are so frustrated with declined Tesla service experience. Not only you, I know, and that's because there is so many cars outside, and they didn't expand their workshops around Europe. But same thing is happening in third-party workshops.
Yeah.
We are not expanding. We are standstill, and nobody is doing anything. Nobody is researching anything. Only 2 or 3, maybe 5 companies in Europe are researching. I know one company from Spain. I know one company from Portugal, from Netherlands, from Sweden, and from Oslo, which are researching at our level everything. Let's repair OBC. Let's repair everything. When customer comes here, I cannot say I cannot repair it. I must be able to help him always.
So it's not only the fact that you are able to repair a whole Tesla with battery, motor, and nearly everything with electric on this vehicle. You want to go out in public and say, workshops come here, and I train you to to repair that for your own. Thank you very much for this great interview.
This was great.
You took my fears. See you. Thank you.
Ja, ich hoffe, euch hat auch dieses Video gefallen. Hatten ihr diesmal einen anderen Interviewpartner, weil meine Englischkenntnisse, die möchtet ihr nicht wissen. Von daher vielen Dank an euch beide für das Interview auf Englisch. Ich hoffe, es hat euch allen gefallen. Wenn du meinen Kanal noch nicht abonniert hast, würde ich mich über ein Abo freuen. Einmal bitte abonnieren und die Glocke drücken, damit du das nächste Mal informiert wirst, wenn ich ein Video hochlade. Ein Kommentar würde mich auch darüber freuen. Ja, in diesem Sinne wünsche ich euch eine gute Zeit. Vielen Dank für eure Zeit, die ihr uns geschenkt habt. Ist ein super spannendes Thema. In diesem Sinne, bleibt gesund. Bis dahin. Ciao. Tschüss.
Tschüss.